Welcome back, everybody, to the Tennessee Titans franchise here on Madden 23. Today we've got a doubleheader as we start on the road Week 2 against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and then we've got our home opener Week 3 against Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals. This is obviously a new-look Titans team with the addition of rookie quarterback Romeo Colucci and all the other new pieces on both sides of the ball, and so far so good. We played really well in Week 1, beating the San Francisco 49ers 31-17. And obviously the big story of that game was the performance of our rookie quarterback Romeo Colucci, who looked awesome in his NFL debut, and hopefully he can keep it going for today's doubleheader. Colucci completed 20 of 26 passes, 324 passing yards, and 2 touchdowns, along with a rushing score as well. He did everything that you could ask for. There weren't many bad throws. There were a lot of good ones, and he was very consistent and accurate throughout the entire game. So that'll bring us to this matchup against the Jaguars, who got pummeled in Week 1 on Monday Night Primetime Football against the Indianapolis Colts. The Jaguars are coming off a short week, which is an advantage to us, but on the other hand, they're going to be hungry after getting humiliated at home on national television. They're led by quarterback Trevor Lawrence. He's on the final year of his contract and hasn't really had one particular great season yet. It's not really clear what the Jaguars are going to do with him long term, so he certainly has a lot to prove, but historically he has played well against us over the last few years. Of course, the Jaguars have Alvin Kamara, who they acquired last year at the trade deadline. They've got some good players defensively as well, like Josh Allen, Javon Holland, and Trayvon Walker, who we still don't like, even though Malik Willis is not on the team. He still intentionally injured him back in Season 2, and thus I still have a grudge against him. So let's get this one started here, Week 2 in Jacksonville on the road. The Jaguars clobbered us last year here in Jacksonville. That was one of Malik Willis' worst games of his career. And again, obviously he is gone now. He's in New Orleans. But hopefully Romeo Colucci can have a little bit more success here in Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida, against the 0-1 Jacksonville Jaguars. The Titans are going to start with the football, so we'll get a look at number 5, Romeo Colucci, QB1, coming off an incredible debut last week against a great San Francisco defense. He's looking to keep it going here today against Jacksonville, and then in Week 3 against Arizona. We'll see what the Titans offense has up their sleeve to start this game from the 40. Colucci drops back to throw it. He's under a little bit of pressure and threads the needle perfectly over to Hot Rod Pryor. The second-year wideout out of USC is coming off a really strong Week 1 performance, and the Titans are certainly hoping he can keep it going. Colucci keeps it on the read option, but he is smothered in the backfield by Josh Allen. The Titans are still moving it nicely down the field despite that one bad play as Derrick Henry shrugs off Javon Holland. He is in for a touchdown, and Tennessee strikes first. The Jaguar killer, Derrick Henry, with the score, and the Titans lead it 7-0. Tennessee did not run the ball well last week against San Francisco. They're certainly hoping for better results today. So here's the Jaguar offense. Trevor Lawrence on first down has all the time in the world to throw it, and he connects with Terrence Carter, who makes a nice play to the 38-yard line. So far, so good here on this first drive for Jacksonville. We'll see if they can keep it going. Lawrence again drops back. He's going to look short. And the pass is caught by Kendrick Bourne, who has spent the last couple of seasons in Kansas City. He gets the first down as well. Tennessee's defense was phenomenal last week. They got 6 sacks, which is probably more than any game that they had last year. They were forcing some turnovers and all around really, really good stuff. But so far, not great today. Trevor Lawrence 5 for 5 as he gets it back to Bourne, who brings it to the 3. Now a first and goal late in the quarter. Lawrence under pressure goes to the side of the end zone, and it's Kendrick Bourne again. This time he gets the touchdown, and the Jaguars tie it up at 7. So the Titans return. Both offenses off to a pretty good start as it's a handoff to Elijah Bryant. Played his college ball not too far away from here in Gainesville with the Florida Gators as he gets a solid run. Bryant was not particularly effective last week against San Francisco, hoping to have a better performance today. Colucci looks downfield. It's caught by the tight end, Kyle Pitts, who gets to the 29. Pitts played very well in his Titans debut last week, but unfortunately, he got injured a couple plays later. He ended up bruising his sternum, and he will not return to the ball game. That'll wrap up the first quarter, tied at 7. So far, both offenses are looking very strong. 3rd and 8 for the Titans. Colucci looks to throw it. He's going to try to take advantage of the rushing lane, but he only gets a yard. Josh Allen and Chad Muma bring him down, along with Fulurunoso Fadukazi. That'll bring out the field goal team. 28-yard try for Fat Randy. And it is automatic for him, as it is now a 10-7 ball game. Tennessee gets their lead back. We'll see if Jacksonville can respond. Their first drive was a pretty good one. They managed to find the end zone with a touchdown. I don't think Trevor Lawrence has thrown an incompletion yet, as he goes short into the hands of Terrence Carter, who makes a big play after the catch, getting it to the 27. Ben Barch, one of the offensive guards, is hurt for Jacksonville, but again, their offense is having no problems with moving the ball down the field. First and goal at the 3. It's a toss to James Robinson. He is still on this Jaguars team as he loses 5. The contact initiated by Amani Ward, the second-round rookie out of the University of Georgia. Third and goal. Lawrence under pressure from Landry, and his pass is caught for a touchdown, and Jacksonville is back on top. It's Cole Kmet with the score, and the Titans defense looks soft again, just like last year. This is not the same defense from last week. Kalochi sacked on 3rd and 5. Josh Allen in the backfield with half a sack. I think Fadukazi had the other half. The Jaguars seem to have most of the momentum right now, as Trevor Lawrence is incomplete there on 3rd down. So the Titans will get the stop. They'll get it back here late in the first half. Kalochi's going to look short on 3rd and 7 for Quinn Crew, and he does not get it. He is just shy of the mark, wrapped up by Chad Muma. So that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. The offense still on the field. We'll see if they plan to go for it again here after the break, and they will. Despite being in their own territory, they will go for it on 4th and inches, and the call pays off. Derrick Henry gains around 3 or 4, but that's all he needs to keep the drive going. A gutsy play call by head coach Zebediah Phoenix II. From the 45 now, Kalochi sends it downfield, and it's overthrown. Scotty Pickens ran a perfect route, but Romeo put a little too much mustard on that pass. On 3rd down, he connects perfectly with the running back Elijah Bryant, who gets it to the 37-yard line. The Titans are moving it well as they look to take the lead before halftime. Kalochi under pressure, and he is sacked. Al Cahal is in the backfield for a loss of about 7 as the Titans call a timeout. They still have 2 in their back pocket, however, along with 46 seconds. Kalochi on 2nd down with a dime for Scotty Pickens. That was a ballsy throw, but neither of the defenders were quick enough to react, and the Titans take advantage. Now from the 19 with 1 timeout left. Again, Romeo threads the needle perfectly for Scotty Pickens. Trayvon Walker was looking at the receiver, not the ball. Look at the clock. There's just seconds left as Derrick Henry scores the touchdown, his 2nd of the game. The Titans ran the clock all the way down. That is risky, but it pays off as they score the touchdown and will not let Jacksonville have any time with the football, and that'll wrap up the first half. The Titans on top, 17-14, in what has been a very high-scoring game so far. Romeo Kalochi, not as sharp as last week, but still looks pretty good. And the run game looks a lot better, although the defense has left a lot to be desired. Let's take a look at our halftime report, starting in Indy. The other 2 teams in the AFC South facing off this week, and we've got a pretty close, low-scoring game. This touchdown from Kane Sanders over to DJ Moore would tie the game at 7, and that's where things stand here in Indianapolis. The Colts are coming off a massive win last week against Jacksonville, while the Texans lost in Week 1, and they could be in danger of having another bad season. Both QBs have only thrown the ball 4 times, completing all 4 of them. That game must be moving so slowly. It's like there might be a play going off every minute. In Foxborough, we've got a blowout so far. It has been all about the New England Patriots. Mac Jones and the boys lead the Steelers 17-3. Pittsburgh has obviously been quite good the last couple of years, making the playoffs, facing off against Tennessee on multiple occasions. But so far, the Steelers don't look too hot. They lost last week, and so far they're getting killed here in Week 2. So we'll see if New England can keep it up and add another win. And finally, in the Motor City, 2 of the best teams in football, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. Unsurprisingly, it is a dogfight so far. Patrick Mahomes and Clyde Williamson are dueling. Right now, it's the Lions ahead 17-14 with this late touchdown from Williamson to his number 1 wideout, Amon-Ra St. Brown. We'll see if the Lions can win a big game here at home. 2 of the best offenses in football battling it out here. I don't know why they had this game at 1 o'clock. This should have been a primetime game. So let's now take a look into the second half. So far, the offense, I think, has done really well, but we need to see more out of our defense. Defensively, we were great last week for most of the game, but Up front, we have not been able to make the same impact today on Jacksonville. Colochi hasn't been bad, but I do want to see him be a little bit more efficient. He has missed more throws today than he did last week. And then on defense, the Jaguars are not even trying to run the ball. I don't really know why. But they're really focused on the passing game, and for the most part, it is working. Trevor Lawrence really has not gone downfield a whole lot, but his dink and dunk stuff is working. The Jaguars open up with the ball in the second half as on third down. Lawrence has a wide-open Alvin Kamara, who shrugs the tackler and is hit hard past the 50 by Cardinals Simpson. Still a nice gain on the play for Kamara. 3rd and 10 now from the 49. Trevor Lawrence looks to throw it under a little bit of pressure finally. Sails it downfield, and it is going to be broken up out of bounds. So the Titans defense gets the stop. Tennessee's starting to show some signs of life defensively as they'll get it back on offense. And Colochi is intercepted. His first career turnover as it's picked off by Deuce Johnson. Not a whole lot of excuses there. That throw was wildly inaccurate. He read the play too late. I think the receiver was open, but he didn't throw it quick enough, and he sailed it into double coverage, and it backfired. No rookie quarterback is perfect, however, as the Jaguars get the first down, trying to move it down the field, taking advantage of their good field position now from the 22-yard line. 2nd and 5. Trevor Lawrence under some pressure as his pass is caught all the way at the 3-yard line by Kendrick Bourne. Kendrick Bourne's had a great game today. I will say, though, the Titans are shutting down Bryce Berry, the former top 10 draft pick. Shout out to Chidobe Awuzie, not making his life easy as his pass is caught in the end zone for a touchdown by, ironically, Bryce Berry III. Maybe I spoke a little bit too soon as the Jaguars take the lead, 21-17. Tennessee gets it back, coming off the turnover, trying to set the tone on the ground as Derrick Henry gets a big run, breaks the tackle from Holland, and is eventually wrapped up at the 41-yard line. Evan Smith, the left tackle, is hurt on the play. That is not ideal. Now from the 30, Colochi looks to throw it. He has time, and he will connect with Scotty Piggins. Good route, good throw, good everything as Scotty gains 26 yards. And the Titans are moving it. They're trying to take this lead back as it is a 2nd and goal. The Titans in a goal line formation as Derrick Henry is in with a hat trick. His 3rd touchdown of the ball game. Derrick Henry fantasy owners are having themselves a pretty good day today as the Titans are now ahead 24-21. That'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. We've got ourselves a dogfight here in Duval. We'll see if the Titans can hold on and start the season off 2-0 or if the Jaguars can take it. First play of the 4th quarter. Jags already at the 27. They're moving it well as Bryce Berry makes the catch, gets the first down to the 14-yard line. Tennessee's defense was playing well, and now they've gone back to how they played earlier in the game, which is not good. Here's Kamara off the screen, gets by Gonzalez and Byard, and is hit hard by Thornhill inside the 5 at around the 2-yard line. It's now 1st and goal with 9 minutes on the clock, and the Jags looking to take the lead, but Trevor Lawrence is sacked. Juan Thornhill in the backfield making the play. Tennessee with their first sack of the day. A safety blitz, and it pays off. 2nd and goal now backed up at the 8. This does give the Jaguars more room to work with, but I assume they'd rather be at the 2. Lawrence under more pressure. He is sacked again. Alexander Ekwueme and Azeez Ojulari are in the backfield with half a sack each. Ekwueme was a monster in the preseason, and so far, he's played pretty well in the regular season, too. He's really breaking out for this Titans defense. The Jags are going to have to settle for the field goal. The kick is good, and we are tied up at 24. Not a great drive from the Titans defense, but you got to give them props for getting a stop in the red zone. 3rd and 3, handoff for Elijah Bryant, and he is going backwards with a loss of 2. Now James Daniels is hurt. That's 2 offensive linemen banged up for the Titans. And Carlisle Kaplan, also the center, he's banged up as well. So that's 3 starting offensive linemen who are currently injured for the Titans. Not good. What's also not good is this display of tackling, although Kamara is finally wrapped up by R.J. Robinson, who's been all over the field today. The young linebacker has been really good. The Jags did convert on 3rd down, however, keeping the chains moving, as Lawrence is sacked. Harold Landry in the backfield with half a sack. I think Asher Gonzalez will get credited with the other half. It's good to see that the Titans pass rush has shown up in the 4th quarter after being a no-show through the first 3. On 3rd and long, the pass is dropped by Chidobe Awuzie. He should have picked that off, but nonetheless, the Titans get the stop. They'll get the ball back with 2.5 minutes to go, and their rookie quarterback gets his first opportunity to get a game-winning drive. Romeo Colochi was a winner. in college. He made winning plays consistently at the University of Oklahoma, but he is sacked for a loss of 10 on second down by alcohol, his second of the game. 3rd and 18. It's a play-action fake here at the 2-minute warning. Colochi downfield for an open Scotty Pickens, and he drops the ball. I'm not sure if he would have been in bounds or not. Scotty's had a really good game, but he has dropped a few, as the Jaguars will get an opportunity now to take the lead. Not a good start. Nice play by Bourne, hit hard by Byard, but the Jaguars are moving it, and all they need is a field goal. On first down, Lawrence goes downfield. It's caught into the red zone by Cole Kmet, as Amani Ward, the rookie, got cooked on that play. They're going to review if he got both feet in bounds, and looking at the replay, I don't know. That was close, but unfortunately for the Titans, the play would stand. 2nd and 10 now, under a minute left on the clock. The Jaguars are trying to be smart. They're not in any hurry, and they're focused on running the clock out now as the Titans are going to start calling their timeouts. 3rd down and 10. It's a run once again, and Kamara once more gets nothing. Wrapped up by R.J. Robinson, who continues to have his best game as a pro. Titans call timeout number 2. That'll bring out the field goal team with 49 seconds looking to take the lead. It would be Jacksonville's first lead of the second half, and the kick is good. So Jacksonville is now ahead 27-24. Romeo Colochi will get another opportunity, though. It's going to be a little bit harder now that the Titans are trailing. They've only got one timeout in around 40 seconds. Play action on first down. Colochi downfield, and it's dropped by Quinn Crew. That was a really good throw. Perfect read, but you got to catch the ball. That's a difference of around 25 yards. On 3rd down now, Colochi's just going to go short. He just wants some sort of movement, and they get movement. It's a first down, but the Titans are going to call their last timeout. Now around 20 seconds left. Colochi fumbles the ball. The Titans pick it up. They got to get back to the line of scrimmage, and they're not going to be able to get another snap off, and, well, this game is over. The Jaguars win it 27-24 with a game-winning drive from Trevor Lawrence. The offense played well for most of the game, but they were not clutch down the stretch, and the Titans lose their first game of the year as they're going to fall to 1-1. Certainly saw more growing pains out of our rookie quarterback today. I certainly wouldn't say he was bad, but definitely not as good as week 1. And you can't really expect him to play as good as he did in week 1 because that's as perfect of a performance as you're going to get. Defensively, we were not clutch either. We had some good moments on that side of the ball, but we just weren't really consistent. Trevor Lawrence had a very good game today for the Jags. 25-37, 311 yards, 3 touchdowns, and no interceptions. As for Romeo, not as good. He had the turnover. He wasn't as consistent, but he still made some good plays. The run game was better, though. Defensively, again, we had some good moments, but we just were not consistent throughout the game, and ultimately that is going to cost us, although I do want to shout out R.J. Robinson, along with the pass rush in the 4th quarter, for making some plays. So that'll bring us into week 3 now. We've got our home opener, Romeo Colochi's first game as a Titan in Nashville, not counting the preseason, as it's going to be the 2-0 Arizona Cardinals, who have gotten off to a great start this year. And just a couple of seasons ago, the Cardinals were one of the worst teams in football, but they have had a dramatic rebuild and have honestly one of the brightest futures in the league. Last year, the team outperformed expectations. They ended up winning 8 games, and this year it looks like they're taking another step up, winning their first 2, trying to keep it going. We'll see if the Titans can avoid a possible 2-game losing streak. We've got a lot in front of us today, facing off against Kyler Murray, who's a very talented quarterback. Murray's got good ability with his arm, but I'm really worried about his ability as a scrambler. He's a great runner, and some of his best throws are under pressure, off structure, when he is on the run. So we've got to negate his scrambling ability and make him beat us with his arm. Pause. Whoa, that sounds really bad out of context, but just roll with it. The Cardinals beat the Bears in week 1, and then they beat the Browns in week 2, so maybe not the best teams they're playing against, but still 2 wins nonetheless. You'll take any win you can get in the National Football League. And they've got an interesting quarterback room. They've used day 2 picks recently on guys like Benedict Sparrow, and this year Ernie Capelar in the 2nd round. I guess they're trying to light a fire under Kyler Murray. I don't really know why, because he's been quite good for them. He wasn't great in Season 2, which was for 1 year, but the Cardinals didn't draft a quarterback in this series, but okay, we'll roll with it, I guess. They've got a good group of skill position guys with Javonte Williams, Hollywood Brown, Rondale Moore, and De'Aden Washington, the former 2nd rounder out of Texas, who last year, yeah, he was pretty good. He won the Offensive Rookie of the Year. The numbers speak for themselves. He was a beast. They've got a great secondary with Budda Baker, Jameer Jefferson, the X Factor, former number 2 overall pick. They've got good linebackers as well, including Giacomo Vivaro, the first rounder this year, who unfortunately is injured. They also had last year's Defensive Rookie of the Year with George Charbonnet II, who had 18 sacks. This year, he already has 3.5. He's pretty damn good. This is a really talented team, and their young guys are producing. Look at those guys from last year who they drafted, like Washington, Jefferson, and Charbonnet. That is an elite draft class that the Cardinals had, and their other draft classes throughout this series have been pretty good too. It's so contrary to real life, where the Cardinals have, no future, but in this series, they have one of the brightest futures in the entirety of the NFL. So it's going to be a challenge for us here against a young and hungry squad at home. Tennessee will open up with the ball. It's a 3rd and 6. Colochi looks to throw it, and it is, I'm not even going to say dropped, because it wasn't, but what was that effort? Scotty didn't even try to catch the ball. He wasn't the intended target, but the ball was thrown to him. I don't know why he didn't try to catch it. So now the Cardinals have it as Kyler Murray launches a great pass to the 26-yard line. That's Marquise Hollywood Brown, his former teammate at the University of Oklahoma. Got a couple quarterback and receiver pairings from Oklahoma in this game as Kyler Murray scrambles for a gain of about a yard. So the Titans do get the stop. And the kick from Ryan Suckup is good, although that was not a pretty kick. From 40 yards, just barely had enough distance. From 40. But it is 3-0 nonetheless, and so the Titans have the ball back as Colochi goes up the middle for Scotty Piggins, who makes a nice play to the 39-yard line. Good play there by Romeo and Scotty. And that would wrap up a pretty quiet and uneventful first quarter. Not a whole lot of action there. Cardinals lead 3-0. But the Titans are moving it as they have it at the 12. 3rd and 5. Romeo Colochi's going to look short for Kyle Pitts. That was a risky throw. He timed that way too late. But not only does Pitts catch it, but he makes a great play after the catch, bringing it to the 1. Then on 1st and goal, it's a handoff for Derrick Henry, and he is in for a touchdown. Henry with his 4th score of the video. He has been a touchdown machine as Tennessee takes a 7-3 lead. So the Cardinals have it back, 3rd and 10. Kyler with a great pass into the hands of Trey McBride, who gets the first down, plus an additional 15 yards with a roughing the passer called against Harold Landry. You can't hit the quarterback late. A costly penalty there, although they would have had the first down anyway, as Kyler Murray keeps it on the read option. We know he's dangerous with his legs. He got lit up by Kevin Byard, but still gains around 13 yards. 3rd and 6 now. The Cardinals looking to find the end zone and potentially take the lead. Kyler's going to look short for Javonte Williams, who is shrugged out of bounds by Chidobe Awuzie. So the Cardinals will be unable to take the lead. Instead, they will kick this one from only 27. Again, not pretty. Ryan Suckup is like a 60 overall. He is literally cooked. I don't know why he's kicking. 3rd and 2. Colochi is sacked. David Onyemata hurt on the play, but he does get the sack, and that'll wrap up the Titans' drive. So far, neither offense looks all that strong. Javonte Williams with open rushing room up the middle. You can't leave that gap completely wide open as Williams gets it to the 30. The Cardinals started the drive with poor field position, but they're still moving it nicely. 2nd and 8, it's picked off! Caleb Farley with the interception. A massive turnover for Tennessee, who needed to find a spark, and they get it on the defensive side of the ball. Tennessee's defense is playing great today. Caleb Farley continuing to boost his potential contract as Romeo has an interception dropped. He's awfully lucky. 4th and 1, Titans go for it, and they do get it. Derrick Henry gains 3, but Evan Smith, the tackle, is hurt again. Thankfully, once more, it's not a serious injury, but he's got to stay on the field. On 1st down, Scotty Piggins with a nice play to the 20 up the middle. Romeo's had a few bad throws today, but for the most part, he's been pretty good. 1st and goal. Colochi looks for the end zone. It's caught by Kyle Pitts for a touchdown. Kyle Pitts has been busy today. He has 7 catches in this first half. Now he has a touchdown. His PPR numbers look pretty good as Tennessee extends their lead. Good throw by Romeo, and obviously a nice play by Kyle Pitts, who has been great in the 2 games that he's been healthy so far. So the Cardinals get it back. Look at D8 Washington go. He breaks a couple of tackles, breaks another one, and is wrapped up all the way at the 28 by Cardell Simpson, but not before gaining 47 yards. From the 28 now, Kyler Murray looks to throw it up the middle, back to D8 Washington, who gets it to the 12. The Cardinals should have no problem scoring here. The question is how they will score. It's now 1st and 20 after a holding call. Only 7 seconds left. They got to make sure they get this play out with enough time to potentially kick if needed. As Kyler throws it away with exactly 1 second on the clock, Arizona got lucky there. They could have really fumbled a nice opportunity at points. Kick from Ryan Suckup is good. He is 3 for 3 in the first half. Even if his kicks have been pretty bad, they've all gone in. And really, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. 14-9. It's been an ugly game, I would say, for the most part. But the Titans do have the lead. We'll see if they can keep it going here as we take a look at our halftime report. Hello? Are we going to get halftime or not? What's the deal here, EA? What are we doing? Are we getting halftime? I don't know. What are we doing? There we go. Okay, halftime it is. All right, let's start in H-Town. The Jaguars facing off against the Houston Texans. Houston's 0-2, but they're looking pretty good today. This run by Kane Sanders would put them ahead 17-7. Sanders has been a little bit inefficient, but the team is winning. So I don't think Texans fans are going to be too upset about that. In the city of brotherly love, the defending NFC champion Washington Commanders are looking good so far as the Desmond Ridder era continues to be a good one for Washington. Ritter's on the last year of his deal. I don't see any way how Washington doesn't give him a big extension, leading them to the Super Bowl last year, and he's gotten off to another good start year. Jacoby Myers doing backflips in the end zone as it's 20-7. Both teams 1-1, looking to get their second win of the season. And finally, in the Windy City, the two teams who Arizona has beaten so far this year, the Bears and the Browns. And so far, it's a pretty close game. This touchdown pass from Deshaun Watson to Amari Cooper would tie the game up at 14 late in the first half. Both teams are 1-1 as well. We'll see which team will be able to get their second win of the season and what is shaping up to be a pretty good matchup. Our game is shaping up to be pretty good as well. Offensively, we've had some good drives, but not a whole lot of big plays. Romeo's been good in the short game, but he hasn't been good stretching the field. The run game also has been a little bit shaky, but the defense has been strong. We have a turnover. We haven't let them find the end zone yet. They are moving the ball down the field decently well, but their offense is struggling in the red zone. The Cardinals open up with the ball here in the second half. Kyler Murray on first down connects with the Aiden Washington, who got off to a slow start, but since the last drive, he has really found his footing. Third down, Kyler Murray with another nice throw. It's caught by Marquise Brown, who gets the first down, and that'll keep the Cardinals moving down the field. They now have it in enemy territory all the way at the 33. So far, so good on this possession. As on first down, Kyler Murray is going to roll out to the right. He has plenty of time, and his pass is caught by Rondale Moore, who gets it to the 5. When there was a flag, I thought there was another late hit on the quarterback, but it's actually an illegal touching penalty on Rondale Moore, who stepped out of bounds, then came back in and caught it. So he gets called for the illegal touching. Karl Malone is awfully jealous, and it is now 3rd and 10. Kyler Murray looks to throw it now. He's going to roll out to the right, and he throws it away. So you'd think the Cardinals would kick here, right? No, they're going to punt it, and I honestly kind of agree with this call. Ryan Suckup's first 3 kicks today did not give me any confidence he can make it from 50. So instead, Townsend is going to have the ball down to the 3. What a punt. Tennessee now has it at the 26 as Romeo Coloci is hit as he throws and he's picked off. Zathan Collins with the interception. He'll take it all the way for a pick 6, and the Cardinals are ahead for the first time today. You can't really blame Romeo on that one. He was just trying to throw the ball. He didn't see the defender coming into his blind side. Whoa, that sounds bad out of context again. But the pass was obviously altered by the hit from the defensive lineman, and it just happens to go right into Zathan Collins' hands. The Cardinals will look to go for 2 now, try to take a 3-point lead, as it is caught by Trey McBride, and it is now 17-14. So the Cardinals get an 8-point play, and they are now ahead. On 3rd and 8, Coloci is hit again as he throws. This time it's incomplete. Not a very good start offensively for the Titans here in the second half. I don't want to give Romeo too many excuses, but his receivers and offensive line today have not really been helpful. Put it that way. Javonte Williams on the wheel route gains 24. Nice play by the 5th-year pro out of the University of North Carolina. 3rd and 4 now from the 44. Kyler Murray looks to throw it under pressure from Farley, and it is incomplete. Kyler Murray today has had some good throws, but hasn't been all that consistent. And Tennessee will get it back, looking to take the lead here late in the 3rd quarter. Derrick Henry trucks the defender. Nice play to the 32. Derrick Henry started the game off slow, really trying to find a groove himself. Is on first down. Coloci up the middle. Gets it to Scotty Pickens for the first down, and there will be an additional 15 as it's going to be a roughing the passer call against Jermaine Hicks, the former first-round pick out of Indiana. Hicks won the NFC Defensive Player of the Week back in Week 1, and that'll wrap up the third. 17-14, Arizona ahead. This game continues to be, honestly, ugly football. Into the fourth quarter, 3rd and 3. Derrick Henry with a nice move up the middle. Does a good job of finding the hole and taking advantage. Now from the 24, 9.5 minutes left to go. Kolochi gets it over to Noah Hampton. His first career catch, and it's a fumble! And it's picked up by Arizona. A big return after the fact as well by Jalen Thompson, who's eventually wrapped up by the quarterback. Not a great start to Noah Hampton's NFL career. He's getting some extra snaps, and, well, he fumbled the ball on his first NFL touch. Not ideal. I think that was Zayden Collins who had the force, and he had the pick 6, if you remember, earlier today. So the Cardinals get it back. 2nd and 1. Javonte Williams loses 2. Oh, boy. 3rd and 3 now. Nice hit by R.J. Robinson, who continues to play really well for the Titans, as Javonte Williams gets a nice run up the middle. If the Cardinals could score a touchdown on this drive, they can really put themselves in a good position. They're already ahead by 3, looking to do some more damage. 3rd and 6 now. Murray on the run. His pass is caught, and it'll go for a touchdown by Thomas Gladwin, and the Cardinals are now up by 10. Gladwin puts the defensive back on a poster, and Tennessee is now down by 2 possessions. The offense has to respond. Derrick Henry finds room on the left side, looking to break the tackle from Budda Baker, and he cannot, but he still gets a nice gain to the 39. Now it's a 3rd and 12. The Titans feel like they have to score on this drive. Kolochi up the middle, and Scotty Pickens drops the ball. It's 4th and 12 in their own territory with still 6 minutes left, and the Titans are going to go for it. Gutsy call as it is caught by Noah Hampton, the Oklahoma connection, and this time Hampton actually holds on to the ball. He makes sure to go down immediately as he catches it, which was probably a smart decision. 2nd and 10 now. Kolochi up the middle. He gets it to Scotty Pickens. Romeo's got to be clutch. He wasn't particularly clutch in the last game. It's on 1st down now. He has Pickens open in the end zone, and that'll go for a touchdown. Romeo, where art thou, Romeo? He connects with Scotty Pickens for the score. The Titans are now only down by 3, but now their defense has got to get a stop. If Arizona can run the ball efficiently, they can win this game without letting the Titans get the ball back. On 1st down, it's a play-action fake. Kyler Murray on the run, connects with Javonte Williams. That'll go for a 1st down, and I think we had a late hit in the backfield. What did I say earlier about hitting the quarterback after he throws it? You can't do it, and it was Harold Landry again. Harold Landry's so good, but he's got to be more disciplined when rushing the passer. 2nd and 10, handoff for Javonte Williams, and he's going to get the 1st down. The Cardinals are now in field goal range, although if the Titans allow a field goal, it wouldn't be ideal, but it's not the worst case scenario because it'd still be a 1-score game. Here's Marquise Hollywood Brown. He gets it to around the 10. So the Titans are definitely going to get the ball back, but it almost doesn't matter if the Cardinals were to score a touchdown. Kyler Murray's alone in the backfield here on 1st down. I'm not really sure why. He's going to look to throw it, and his pass is picked off! Caleb Farley with another interception, his 2nd of the game, and this one could not have come at a better time. With 2:17, the Titans will get the ball back, only down by 3 with a real shot to win. That was a boneheaded play call and an even more boneheaded throw by Kyler Murray. So now Romeo Kolochi, who failed in an opportunity to get a game-winning drive last week, will get another opportunity here. First play of the drive. He's going to look to run it. He had Bryant open up the middle, but that works too. He's going to get 14 with his legs, and that will bring us to the 2-minute warning. We've got ourselves a good one here in Nashville. 24-21. Can the rookie lead the Titans down the field for his first game-winning drive as he has Scotty Pickens wide open, and he drops another one. Scotty Pickens has been really good today when he's caught the ball. The problem is he's had multiple drops. On 4th down, the Titans have to go for it, and they convert. This time, Scotty Pickens actually catches the ball, wrapped up at the 39 by Jameer Jefferson Jr., the former top draft pick out of the Ohio State University. 3rd and 2. Kolochi looks for the sidelines. Great throw. For a second, it didn't look like anybody was open, but Romeo was patient, and he gets it to Pickens. The Titans have under 30 seconds, but they still have all 3 timeouts. Romeo Kolochi looking to call an audible. He's trying to figure out what the right play is here for the Titans. They still have multiple timeouts in their back pocket, so they're not really in any hurry to score here. But obviously, if you can punch it in here on this play, you certainly would love to. 2nd and 9. Colochi looks to throw it, and he will connect with Kyle Pitts for the touchdown. A game-winning drive by Romeo Colochi. This one's not coming back. That was a late hit on the quarterback, a roughing the passer. The play will stand, and the Titans take the lead, 28-24. Now all they got to do is get a stop. What a good play by Romeo. He was under pressure, and he still connects with Kyle Pitts for the score. So it's now 28-24. There's not a lot of time, only 23 seconds. The Cardinals do have all 3 timeouts, though. Here's the kickoff. It'll be returned by Chris Johnson, the University of Tennessee alum. Johnson with room. He's got a chance to do something here. Oh, my goodness. Chris Johnson takes it all the way for a touchdown. And the Cardinals take the lead on the kick return with just seconds left to go in the game. So now it's time to play hero ball. Colochi heaves it up, and it is intercepted pretty much at the buzzer by Budda Baker. And the Arizona Cardinals are going to win a wild ending, 31-28. The Titans went through all of that gigantic comeback, just to allow a touchdown on special teams. What a play by Chris Johnson. We know a thing or two about Chris Johnson's playing well in this stadium, but not for the other team. He's also a hometown kid. He graduated from the University of Tennessee, and he burns his hometown squad to give the Cardinals the win as Arizona improves to 3-0. And the Titans now lose 2 in a row here early in the season to fall to 1-2. I don't think the sky is falling. I don't think it's time to panic, but certainly it is not ideal going 0-2 today. Defensively, I thought we were actually pretty good. Our defense was strong. Our offense was not great for most of the game, but we were clutch. And I think Romeo Colochi, despite the fact that his passer rating wasn't all that impressive, he was better than Kyler Murray today. I thought Romeo played well. I don't really think any of the interceptions were really his fault. The first one, he was hit as he threw it. And then the second one, he just had to lob it up at the end of the game. So you can't really blame him for either one. He did miss some throws, but overall was pretty good. Kyle Pitts and Scotty Pickens were both great. Pickens did drop 3 passes, though. We had some bad drops today, and if not for those, we'd probably win the game. The O-line was a little inconsistent as well, but I do got to give the defense credit. Despite having no pass rush the entire game, our secondary was great. Shout out Caleb Farley with the turnovers, but of course it didn't matter because Chris Johnson had to ruin the fun with his 100-yard kickoff return touchdown at the end of the game, which is the difference between us winning and losing. I will say, though, we definitely did stop Kyler Murray. We negated his ability on the ground. He only had 1 or 2 good runs, and he didn't make that many impressive throws. The pass rush was not good for the most part, but we still stopped him. Shout out to the coverage. Here's a look at your scores around the league here for Week 3. Got some interesting results in here. The Bills beating the Chiefs. Kansas City's gotten off to kind of a slow start this year. The Bengals beat the Lions. I don't know why Detroit's schedule is such a gauntlet here earlier in the season. Players of the week, Genesis Moon, Patrick Mahomes, Pete Warner, and Matt Judon, body built by Taco Bell. So that'll wrap up the episode. Next time around, we're going to do our first prospect profile of the season, and we're going to get through our Week 4 game against a really tough Indianapolis Colts team in division. That'll wrap up the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out. Tighten up.